Imagine seeing one of Hollywood's most beloved stars looking completely different at the age of 62. Johnny Depp has undergone an unrecognizable transformation into Ebenezer Scrooge for his role in the upcoming 2026 film Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol, and the results have shocked everyone. When the first footage was shown at CinemaCon 2026, fans and insiders could hardly believe their eyes as the actor appeared with gray hair, heavy prosthetics, and the cranky expression of the famous miser. This dedication to the role highlights why Johnny Depp remains a true icon in Hollywood. His lifelong love for the Charles Dickens story, as he shared on stage, makes this performance even more special. The world is captivated by how he disappeared into the character in 2026. Imagine the moment when the lights dimmed at CinemaCon 2026 and the screen lit up with a figure so transformed that the entire audience gasped. At 62 years old, Johnny Depp has stepped into the role of Ebenezer Scrooge in the upcoming film Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol, and the images have left everyone stunned. This is not just another performance, it is a complete disappearance into one of literature's most iconic characters. The gray unkempt hair, the deep lines etched across his face, the hunched posture, and that unmistakable scowl of a man who has shut out the world. You can barely recognize the Hollywood legend beneath the layers of makeup and prosthetics, yet every detail feels utterly authentic to the miserly soul Charles Dickens created back in 1843. What makes this transformation even more powerful is how deeply personal it feels for Johnny Depp. He has spoken in interviews about his lifelong connection to A Christmas Carol, going back to his childhood when the story first captured his imagination. During the CinemaCon presentation, he shared how the tale of redemption and second chances has always resonated with him on a profound level. This is a man who has faced his own storms in life, and now at this stage in his career he is pouring that understanding into a character known for his hardened heart. The footage shown revealed Scrooge shuffling through the foggy streets of Victorian London, barking humbug at anyone who dared wish him Merry Christmas. The prosthetics team has done incredible work, making him look decades older and weighed down by bitterness, yet you can still see the fire in his eyes that Johnny Depp brings to every role. This project marks a significant return to big studio filmmaking for the actor after years of choosing more independent and passion-driven work. Directed by D. West and produced by Paramount Pictures, the film is set for release on November 13, 2026. The cast surrounding him is equally impressive, with Andrea Riseborough, Tramail Tillman, Ian McKellen, Rupert Grint, Daisy Ridley, and others bringing the beloved story to life in fresh ways. But it is Johnny Depp as Scrooge who has everyone talking. Set photos that emerged earlier this year already hinted at the transformation, with the actor looking nearly unrecognizable on the London streets during filming. Heavy coats, tattered scarves, and that iconic nightcap made him blend perfectly into the Dickensian world. What stands out most is the dedication Johnny Depp has shown throughout the production. Those who have worked with him on set describe an actor completely immersed in the character from the moment he arrives until the cameras stop rolling. He studied the original novel extensively and even drew inspiration from various stage and screen adaptations over the decades. This level of commitment is what fans have come to expect from him, whether he is swinging through the Caribbean as Captain Jack Sparrow or creating whimsical worlds as the Mad Hatter. Now as Scrooge, he is tapping into something quieter, more internal, and deeply human. The early footage captures not just the physical change but the emotional weight of a man isolated by his own choices. Think about the courage it takes to let yourself be seen this way on screen. At an age when many actors chase youth or familiar territory, Johnny Depp has embraced the idea of looking unrecognizable. The prosthetics take hours to apply each day, yet he has welcomed the process because it serves the story. This is storytelling at its purest, where the actor vanishes so the character can live. Audiences who saw the CinemaCon preview described the moment as electric. Applause erupted when Johnny Depp himself walked on stage, still partially in character makeup, to speak about the project. He talked about how Scrooge represents the parts of ourselves we sometimes neglect, the need for connection and kindness. The film itself promises a thrilling new take on the classic ghost story. Set in a meticulously recreated Dickensian London with practical sets and atmospheric lighting, it aims to feel both timeless and immediate. Director T. West, known for his bold vision in horror and drama, brings a fresh perspective while staying true to the heart of Dickens' work. For Johnny Depp, this role feels like a full-circle moment. He has always been drawn to complex, flawed characters who hide pain beneath layers of eccentricity. Scrooge fits perfectly into the tradition. The journey from bitter isolation to joyful redemption gives him rich material to explore, and early reactions suggest he is delivering something truly memorable. As more details emerge from the production, the excitement continues to build. Fans around the world who have supported Johnny Depp through every chapter of his career see this as another testament to his enduring talent and resilience. The transformation is not just about makeup, it is about an artist fully committing to his craft at 62 and reminding everyone why he remains one of the most watchable performers of his generation. The way he moves, the gravel in his voice, the subtle shifts in expression all point to a performance that could stand alongside the greatest Scrooge portrayals in history. This is only the beginning of what promises to be an unforgettable cinematic experience. The story of Ebenezer Scrooge has touched millions over the centuries, and now Johnny Depp is giving it new life in 2026. His version already feels special because it comes from a place of genuine love for the material and a deep understanding of human frailty and hope. Every frame of the released footage shows an actor at the top of his game, willing to disappear completely for the sake of the art. That kind of passion is rare, and it is exactly why this transformation has shocked and delighted everyone who has seen it so far. The anticipation for the full film is growing stronger with each passing day as we wait to witness the complete journey of this reimagined classic. Johnny Depp has once again proven that true dedication to storytelling knows no age limit. His Scrooge is a masterclass in physical and emotional transformation that honors the source material while bringing something uniquely his own to the screen. As 2026 unfolds, this role is set to become one of the highlights of his remarkable career. The early set photos that leaked online showed Johnny Depp walking through recreated cobblestone streets in full costume, his face hidden beneath heavy makeup that aged him dramatically, with sagging skin and tired eyes that still carried that signature intensity fans have loved for decades. Those images spread like wildfire across social media, sparking endless discussions about how far he was willing to go for this part. People who have followed his career closely know that this kind of commitment is nothing new for him. From the moment he first read the Dickens novella as a young boy, the story stuck with him, and now decades later he gets to bring it to life in a way that feels fresh and deeply personal. The production team spared no expense in building Victorian London on sound stages and practical locations around the United Kingdom, with attention to every detail from the gas lamps to the thick fog that hangs over the city. Director T. West has described the film as a thrilling ghost story that honors the original while adding layers of psychological depth, and Johnny Depp seems perfectly suited to explore the darker corners of Scrooge before his transformation begins. What really stands out when you watch the CinemaCon footage is how Johnny Depp embodies the isolation of the character. He shuffles along with a slight limp, his shoulders hunched as if carrying the weight of years of regret and greed. His voice has that gravelly quality, lowered and rough around the edges, as he mutters humbug to carolers and dismisses his clerk Bob Cratchit, played by Rupert Grint, with cold indifference. The prosthetics, designed by a team that has worked on major historical dramas, take several hours each morning to apply, yet sources close to the production say the actor never complained once. He arrived early, stayed late, and spent time between takes studying the movements of elderly people from the era to make every gesture feel authentic. This level of preparation reminds longtime fans of how he approached roles like Captain Jack Sparrow, where he created an entire physical language for the character, or the Mad Hatter, where whimsy met melancholy. Here as Scrooge, he taps into something quieter, a man who has built walls around his heart and now faces the consequences through supernatural visitations. The supporting cast brings even more excitement to the project. Andrea Riseborough
as the ghost of Christmas Past glides through scenes with an ethereal quality contrasting sharply with Johnny Depp's grounded bitterness. Tramail Tillman delivers a robust and joyful ghost of Christmas Present full of warmth and booming laughter that challenges Scrooge at every turn. Ian McKellen as Jacob Marley appears in haunting chains, his performance already generating buzz from early dailies. Daisy Ridley and others round out the ensemble, creating a rich tapestry around the central transformation. During filming, there were reports of Johnny Depp bonding with the younger actors, sharing stories from his own experiences in the industry and encouraging them to take risks. One crew member mentioned in an interview how the set felt collaborative and respectful, with everyone inspired by the lead actor's dedication. This kind of atmosphere often leads to magic on screen, and early indications suggest that is exactly what is happening here. As the story unfolds in the film, Scrooge is forced to confront his past through haunting visions. Johnny Depp handles these sequences with nuance, showing flashes of the younger man he once was before bitterness took hold. The flashbacks allow audiences to see the humanity beneath the miserly exterior, and the actor uses subtle expressions to convey regret and longing without saying a word. It is masterful work that builds empathy even as the character remains difficult and unlikable at first. Fans who have seen Johnny Depp navigate personal challenges in recent years connect with this journey on another level. The theme of redemption, second chances, and opening one's heart resonates strongly, especially coming from an artist who has faced public scrutiny yet continues to create with passion. He mentioned at CinemaCon that playing Scrooge felt like exploring the parts of life where we all sometimes lose our way and then find it again through kindness and connection. The visual style of the film under Dee West's direction mixes atmospheric horror elements with heartfelt drama, making the ghostly apparitions feel genuinely unsettling at times. Practical effects and minimal CGI give it a grounded, timeless feel that respects the source material. Johnny Depp has praised this approach in conversations, saying it allowed him to stay fully in character without being distracted by green screens or digital alterations. The costumes alone tell a story, with Scrooge's threadbare dressing gown and heavy overcoats reflecting his stinginess, while the festive scenes burst with color and life as the transformation progresses. Every detail, from the sound design of clanking chains to the scent of roasted chestnuts on set, contributes to immersion, and the actor immersed himself completely, often remaining in character even during breaks to maintain consistency. Looking back at Johnny Depp's career, this role feels like a natural evolution. He has always gravitated toward outsiders and eccentrics, finding beauty in their flaws and complexity. Scrooge is the ultimate flawed protagonist, and at 62 the actor brings the wisdom of experience to the part. His eyes in the footage convey volumes, the slight tremble in his hands when faced with visions of his lonely future, the way his posture softens gradually as Christmas spirit takes hold. It is not an overnight change, but a believable journey that mirrors real personal growth. Audiences leaving the CinemaCon presentation spoke of being moved to tears by certain moments already, even in the short clips shown. The full film promises to deliver that emotional payoff on a grand scale when it hits theaters on November 13, 2026. Beyond the performance itself, this project represents Johnny Depp stepping back into studio filmmaking in a meaningful way. After focusing on independent films and passion projects, he has chosen a story with universal appeal that aligns with his values. The collaboration with Paramount Pictures and a director like Dee West, known for bold creative choices, signals a new chapter full of potential. Fans have waited patiently for this kind of return, and the excitement around his unrecognizable look as Scrooge shows just how much love there still is for his work. Social media is filled with side-by-side comparisons of his past roles and this new one, highlighting the incredible range he possesses. From pirate swagger to whimsical madness to this cranky Victorian miser, he continues to surprise and delight. The production wrapped principal photography earlier this year, with post-production now focusing on fine-tuning the visual effects for the ghostly sequences and the sound mix that will make London come alive. Johnny Depp reportedly stayed involved throughout, reviewing cuts and offering insights based on his deep knowledge of the Dickens text. This hands-on approach is typical for him as someone who cares deeply about the final product. In one behind-the-scenes account shared by a cast member, he could recite long passages from the book by heart, drawing connections between Scrooge's arc and broader human experiences. That passion shines through in every frame released so far, and it is contagious for everyone involved. As anticipation builds toward the release, more details continue to emerge, painting a picture of a film that could become a new holiday classic. The way Johnny Depp has transformed physically and emotionally for this role sets a high bar for what dedication in acting looks like. It is not about vanity or staying the handsome leading man, it is about serving the story completely. At an age when many performers might coast on past successes, he is pushing boundaries and embracing the challenge of looking unrecognizable. That courage inspires his fans, who see in him someone who values artistry over image. The shocked reactions at CinemaCon were just the start, and as trailers drop in the coming months, the world will get to witness the full power of this performance. Think about the cultural impact A Christmas Carol has had since 1843, inspiring countless adaptations across stage, screen, and literature. Johnny Depp joins a prestigious line of actors who have tackled Scrooge, including Alastair Sim, George C. Scott, and others, each bringing their own interpretation. His version stands apart through its raw intensity and personal touch, informed by a lifetime of storytelling. The film does not shy away from the darker aspects of the tale, the poverty, the regret, the fear of a life wasted, but it balances them with hope and joy that ultimately prevail. This emotional range gives Johnny Depp rich material, and he rises to the occasion with what many are calling one of his most committed roles yet. Crew members have shared how the set buzzed with energy whenever the cameras rolled on his scenes. His presence commanded attention not through ego but through quiet focus that elevated everyone around him. Even in heavy prosthetics that limited facial movement, he conveyed Scrooge's shifting moods with posture, voice, and those expressive eyes that have always been a hallmark of his acting. It is the kind of performance that rewards multiple viewings as new nuances reveal themselves. For fans, this is a reminder of why they fell in love with his work in the first place, the willingness to disappear into characters and make them unforgettable. With the release date approaching, marketing will ramp up, featuring more footage, interviews, and perhaps some making of documentaries that delve deeper into the transformation process. Johnny Depp has always been selective about publicity, preferring the work to speak for itself, but his appearance at CinemaCon showed genuine enthusiasm for sharing this project with the world. He spoke warmly about the team, the story, and the chance to bring Dickens' timeless message to new generations. That sincerity resonates, and it is clear this film means something special to him beyond just another job. The transformation shocked everyone because it represents more than makeup. It shows an artist at peace with evolving and taking risks. Johnny Depp at 62 looks unrecognizable as Scrooge, yet utterly convincing, and the duality is what makes the performance so compelling. As we count down the months to November, the excitement only grows stronger for what promises to be a holiday treat filled with ghosts, redemption, and the magic of second chances. His dedication has already won over theater owners at CinemaCon, and soon it will captivate audiences everywhere, reminding us all of the enduring power of great storytelling and the talent that brings it to life. This is Johnny Depp doing what he does best, pouring his heart into a role and creating something that feels both classic and brand new at the same time. The world is ready for his Scrooge, and from all indications it is going to be an unforgettable experience. The buzz around this project intensified even more when behind-the-scenes stories started circulating from the set in the United Kingdom, where production took place over several months in carefully constructed environments that transported everyone back to the 19th century. Johnny Depp reportedly spent countless hours perfecting the walk and mannerisms of a man burdened by decades of self-imposed loneliness, drawing from historical accounts and personal observations to make Scrooge feel like a living, breathing person rather than just a literary figure. His commitment extended to learning subtle Victorian-era etiquette and speech patterns so that every line delivered carried the weight of authenticity.
Those who visited the set described an atmosphere of quiet reverence whenever he was filming, particularly during the intense ghost sequences where the emotional layers of the character peel away one by one. The Ghost of Christmas Past sequence, for instance, features Johnny Depp reacting with a mix of nostalgia and pain as memories of his lost love and happier youth flood back, and the actor has been praised for conveying those vulnerable moments with remarkable sensitivity beneath the heavy prosthetics that completely altered his appearance. This is the kind of transformative work that defines a career spanning over 4 decades, and at 62 he shows no signs of slowing down, instead embracing roles that challenge both his physical limits and emotional range in ways that continue to inspire admiration from fans worldwide. What adds another layer of fascination is how this film represents Johnny Depp returning to mainstream studio filmmaking after a period where he explored more independent avenues and personal projects that allowed him creative freedom. The collaboration with Paramount Pictures and director T. West, known for his meticulous attention to craft and atmospheric storytelling, feels like a perfect match for a fresh interpretation of the Dickens classic. Early test screenings and insider reactions have highlighted how the film balances the supernatural elements with grounded human drama, making Scrooge's journey from miser to redeemed soul both thrilling and profoundly moving. Johnny Depp himself has expressed in conversations how the story's message of redemption has always held special meaning for him, echoing themes of second chances that many can relate to, especially after navigating the ups and downs of public life. His presence at CinemaCon 2026, where he appeared on stage still bearing some remnants of the makeup to greet theater owners, was met with thunderous applause, reflecting the deep affection audiences hold for him. He spoke humbly about the honor of playing such an iconic character and the joy of working with a talented ensemble that included seasoned veterans and rising stars, all contributing to a rich ensemble dynamic. As filming progressed, reports emerged of Johnny Depp mentoring some of the younger cast members, sharing insights from his extensive experience in front of the camera while remaining open to their fresh perspectives on the material. This collaborative spirit helped foster an environment where creativity flourished and the performances elevated one another, particularly in group scenes depicting the bustling streets of London or a festive Cratchit household. Rupert Grint as Bob Cratchit brings a heartfelt sincerity to his interactions with Scrooge, highlighting the contrast between warmth and coldness that drives much of the narrative tension. Meanwhile, Ian McKellen as Jacob Marley delivers a chilling yet poignant warning from beyond the grave, his chains clanking ominously in sequences that blend practical effects with clever lighting to create genuine unease. These supporting turns allowed Johnny Depp to shine even brighter as the central figure whose gradual shift from skepticism to belief forms the emotional core of the story. The makeup process itself became a subject of fascination, with prosthetics artists spending up to 4 hours daily layering silicone pieces, false skin, and detailed wrinkles to age him convincingly while preserving enough mobility for expressive acting. Despite the discomfort, Johnny Depp embraced it fully, often joking lightly with the team to keep spirits high and maintain focus on the shared goal of honoring the source material. The film's visual palette draws heavily from authentic Dickensian aesthetics, with muted tones for Scrooge's world gradually brightening as the ghost's influence takes hold, reflecting the internal change unfolding within him. Cinematography captures the fog-shrouded alleys and candlelit interiors with a painterly quality that immerses viewers completely in Johnny Depp's physicality, anchors every frame, whether he is hunched over his ledger or standing awestruck before spectral visitors. His voice work deserves special mention as he modulated his natural tone to something raspier and more world-weary, capturing the bitterness of a man long disconnected from joy. This attention to vocal detail adds depth to monologues and confrontations, making them resonate on a visceral level. Fans analyzing the released clips have noted how even small gestures like the way he clutches his nightcap or averts his gaze during moments of regret reveal volumes about the character's psyche, showcasing the actor's keen understanding of nonverbal storytelling honed over years of diverse roles. With the release date of November 13, 2026 drawing closer, anticipation has reached fever pitch as trailers and promotional materials begin to roll out, featuring more glimpses of this unrecognizable transformation. Social media platforms are flooded with fan art, comparisons, and theories about specific scenes, speculating on how the ghosts will appear and how Scrooge's redemption arc will culminate in heartwarming fashion. Johnny Depp's dedication has already sparked renewed interest in the original novella, with many discovering or revisiting Charles Dickens' work through this lens. It serves as a testament to the power of great acting to bridge generations and breathe new life into timeless tales. The production also incorporated practical locations where possible, such as historic buildings in England, that provided genuine period atmosphere, enhancing the overall realism and allowing the cast to connect more deeply with the setting. Through it all, Johnny Depp remained the driving force, his enthusiasm for the project evident in every interview snippet and public appearance related to it, reminding everyone why he has remained a beloved figure for so long. One particularly touching aspect shared by crew members involves Johnny Depp taking time to engage with local extras and community members during location shoots, listening to their stories and incorporating small authentic details into his performance where appropriate. This grounded approach humanizes the entire endeavor, showing an artist who values collaboration and real-world connections. As post-production refined the ghostly visual effects and score, the focus stayed on preserving the emotional truth of Scrooge's journey, ensuring that the spectacle never overshadows the heart of the story. Early reactions from those fortunate enough to see extended footage describe it as a potential holiday staple, with Johnny Depp's portrayal earning comparisons to legendary interpretations while standing distinctly as his own. The shock value of his transformation continues to be a major talking point, but beneath it lies a performance rich in subtlety and power that could resonate long after the credits roll. Reflecting on his broader career trajectory, this role feels like a triumphant affirmation of Johnny Depp's enduring versatility. From swashbuckling adventures to whimsical fantasies and now this introspective classic, he has consistently chosen characters that allow him to explore the full spectrum of human experience. At 62, he brings maturity and insight that younger actors simply cannot, matching the physical demands with emotional authenticity that elevates the material. His Scrooge is not merely cranky, but a man shaped by loss and choices whose capacity for change offers hope to viewers facing their own struggles. This message of redemption feels especially poignant coming from someone who has publicly weathered challenges yet continues creating with unwavering passion. Fans see in this transformation not just makeup but a symbol of resilience and artistic integrity that defines his legacy. The marketing campaign is expected to highlight these elements with featurettes exploring the makeup process, Dickens' influence, and Johnny Depp's personal connection to the story, further building excitement. Theater owners who attended CinemaCon left impressed, predicting strong family and adult turnout for its November release, positioning it as a major seasonal event. International interest is also high, with global audiences eager to see one of Hollywood's most distinctive talents tackle such a universally beloved narrative. As more promotional assets emerge, the conversation around his unrecognizable look only grows louder, with side-by-side images circulating widely and sparking appreciation for the artistry involved. This is storytelling that transcends trends, focusing instead on timeless themes of kindness, generosity, and the human capacity for growth, all brought vividly to life through Johnny Depp's committed performance. In the end, what makes this project so compelling is the seamless blend of spectacle and sincerity. The ghosts provide thrilling moments of wonder and fright, but it is Scrooge's quiet realizations and eventual joy that linger most powerfully. Johnny Depp navigates this balance expertly, using his transformed appearance to draw audiences in before revealing the vulnerability beneath. His eyes particularly convey the shifting tides of emotion, from guarded suspicion to open wonder, creating a connection that feels intimate despite the grand scale of the production. As 2026 progresses toward the holidays, this film stands poised to deliver magic on multiple levels, captivating new viewers while rewarding longtime admirers of both the story and the actor. The dedication evident in every aspect, from set design to central performance, underscores why Johnny Depp continues to captivate and why his Scrooge is already generating such widespread shock and admiration. The journey from isolated miser to celebrant of Christmas embodies the very spirit of hope and renewal that defines the season, and in his hands it becomes something truly special, ready to touch hearts around the world upon release. This unrecognizable transformation is more than cosmetic. It is a profound artistic statement from a performer at the height of his powers, reaffirming his place as one of cinema's most compelling figures. The excitement surrounding Johnny Depp's portrayal of Ebenezer Scrooge has only grown since those first electrifying glimpses at CinemaCon 2026, where the footage revealed a man so deeply embedded in the character that whispers rippled through the auditorium about how unrecognizable he had become at 62. This is an actor who has built a reputation on fearless immersion, and here he delivers again by allowing the prosthetics and costuming to fully obscure the familiar features that made him a global star. The gray straggly hair, the sunken cheeks, the furrowed brow all work together to create a Scrooge who looks as if he has stepped straight out of Dickens' own pages, weathered by years of hoarding wealth and rejecting warmth. Yet beneath that exterior, the subtle glint in his eyes hints at the redemption to come, and that duality is what makes the performance already feel legendary among those who have seen the early material. Production notes shared in interviews with the cast highlight how Johnny Depp would often rehearse scenes privately before stepping onto the set, ensuring that every interaction, from his curt dismissals of festive well-wishers to his gradual softening, carried emotional truth. The Victorian London recreated for the film features narrow alleys filled with extras in period attire, horse-drawn carriages clattering over cobblestones, and the pervasive chill of winter that mirrors Scrooge's inner frostiness before the ghosts intervene. Director T. West has crafted a version that leans into the ghostly horror elements while never losing sight of the heartfelt core that has made A Christmas Carol endure for nearly 2 centuries. In one sequence, the Ghost of Christmas Past, played with haunting grace by Andrea Riseborough, guides Scrooge through visions of his boyhood and lost opportunities, and Johnny Depp's reactions shift from defensive grumble into quiet sorrow in ways that feel painfully real. The actor drew from his own reflections on life and memory to inform these moments, bringing a personal depth that elevates the adaptation beyond merry telling. Fans who have supported him through every phase of his journey appreciate this vulnerability, especially as he navigates a high-profile studio return with the kind of role that demands total surrender to the character. Set visits described by crew members paint a picture of a dedicated professional who bonded with co-stars like Rupert Grint, whose Bob Cratchit offers a touching counterpoint of humility and family love that chips away at Scrooge's defenses. Their scenes together crackle with tension at first, then evolve into something more hopeful as the story progresses, showcasing Johnny Depp's ability to play both antagonist and protagonist within the same arc. As post-production continues, the team is fine-tuning the spectral appearances to ensure they feel otherworldly yet grounded in the emotional reality of the tale. Practical effects play a big part, with chains and apparitions designed to unsettle without relying too heavily on digital trickery, giving the film a classic cinematic texture that complements Johnny Depp's old-school commitment to performance. His voice in the released clips carries a raspy edge honed through careful modulation that makes humbug sound like a curse from a man long detached from society. This attention to auditory detail adds another dimension to the transformation, making Scrooge not just visually but orally distinct from anything the actor has done before. At 62, Johnny Depp demonstrates that age brings richness to such roles, allowing him to embody the accumulated weight of a lifetime of choices with authenticity that younger performers might struggle to match. The shock at CinemaCon stemmed not only from the makeup but from how completely he vanished into the miser, leaving audiences wondering how the same man who charmed as Captain Jack Sparrow could now embody such curmudgeonly isolation so convincingly. The broader cast, including Tramail Tillman as a robust ghost of Christmas Present and Ian McKellen as the tormented Jacob Marley, creates a dynamic ensemble that supports Johnny Depp's central turn without overshadowing it. Their interactions provide the sparks that ignite Scrooge's change, with each ghostly visit peeling back another layer of his hardened exterior. Daisy Ridley and the rest of the supporting players fill out the world of London with warmth and humanity, contrasting the initial bleakness of Scrooge's counting house and sparse living quarters. Behind-the-scenes stories reveal Johnny Depp taking genuine interest in the younger actors' careers, offering encouragement drawn from his decades in the industry while staying humble about his own contributions. This spirit of mentorship has fostered a positive set environment where everyone felt invested in telling a story that continues to inspire generations. The costumes, designed with historical accuracy, feature threadbare fabrics for Scrooge that emphasize his stinginess, while the Christmas celebrations burst with color and texture as his heart begins to thaw. With the November 13, 2026 release approaching, marketing efforts are building momentum through additional teaser materials that showcase more of the transformation and key emotional beats. Social media conversations buzz with admiration for Johnny Depp's willingness to alter his appearance so dramatically at this stage in his career, proving once again his dedication to craft over vanity. Comparisons to past Scrooge portrayals highlight what makes his version unique: the blend of menace and melancholy that draws viewers in despite the character's flaws. Charles Dickens wrote the novella in 1843 as a call for compassion in a divided society, and this adaptation preserves that urgency while updating it through modern filmmaking techniques under T. West's vision. Johnny Depp has spoken about feeling a personal kinship with the themes of regret and renewal, themes that echo throughout his own life experiences and artistic choices. His performance captures the quiet moments of introspection where Scrooge confronts his lonely future with a trembling realization that paves the way for joy. The physical demands of the role included long days in heavy prosthetics and restrictive clothing, yet sources confirm Johnny Depp maintained high energy levels, treating each take as an opportunity to deepen the character. His preparation involved rereading the original text multiple times, along with studying real historical figures from the Victorian period to inform the posture and gestures that define Scrooge on screen. This meticulous approach results in a portrayal that feels lived and believable, allowing audiences to invest in the redemption arc even after witnessing his initial cruelty. The fog machines and practical lighting on set enhanced the atmospheric dread of the ghostly visits, making Johnny Depp's expressions of fear and awe particularly impactful. As the story moves toward its uplifting conclusion, his gradual smiles and softened demeanor provide a satisfying payoff that has left early viewers emotional and eager to share their reactions. This project also marks a notable moment in Johnny Depp's career as he embraces larger-scale storytelling again after focusing on projects closer to his personal passions. The partnership with Paramount Pictures has allowed for resources that bring Dickens' world to vivid life, from detailed set pieces to intricate costume work, all serving to immerse viewers fully. Fans worldwide who have followed his path from television heartthrob to international icon see this as another highlight in a body of work defined by bold choices and memorable characters. The unrecognizable transformation has sparked countless discussions online, with many praising the bravery required to let go of familiar stardom for the sake of the role. At an age when others might seek comfort in repetition, he continues pushing artistic boundaries, reminding everyone of the joy found in unexpected evolution. As more footage emerges, the anticipation builds for a film that promises to become a new holiday tradition, blending chills with cheer in equal measure. Johnny Depp's Scrooge already stands as a testament to the power of dedicated acting where physical change supports profound emotional storytelling. The way he shuffles through scenes, the gravel in his delivery, the subtle shifts from bitterness to benevolence all coalesce into a performance poised to resonate deeply with audiences of all ages. This is more than a comeback, it is a celebration of storytelling timelessness and an actor's enduring love for his craft. The shocked reactions at CinemaCon were merely the opening note in what will surely become a chorus of acclaim once the full film arrives in theaters. With every new detail shared, the world grows more captivated by how Johnny Depp at 62 has breathed fresh life into Ebenezer Scrooge, making him both terrifyingly real and ultimately profoundly human in ways that honor Dickens' original vision while adding his own distinctive touch. The collaborative energy on set extended beyond the principal cast, with Johnny Depp often engaging warmly with background performers and technicians, fostering a sense of shared purpose that translates to the screen. Small improvisations and character insights contributed by the lead actor helped refine scenes, adding authenticity to interactions like his reluctant encounters with festive gatherings or his evolving relationship with the Cratchit family. These elements enriched the narrative, making the journey from isolation to community feel earned and heartfelt. The score currently in development aims to weave traditional carols with original compositions that underscore the supernatural tension and eventual warmth, providing another layer for Johnny Depp's performance to shine against. As 2026 moves forward, this film stands ready to deliver a powerful message wrapped in entertainment that families and individuals alike can cherish during the holiday season and beyond. Johnny Depp's transformation into Scrooge represents the pinnacle of method-like dedication in contemporary cinema, where the actor disappears so completely that the character takes center stage. His eyes remain the window to the soul's gradual awakening, conveying hope amid the prosthetics that age and harden his features. This balance of external change and internal revelation is what has everyone talking, and it ensures the film will linger in memory long after viewing. The dedication visible in every available clip and report reaffirms why fans hold him in such high regard as an artist who values substance and surprise. With release date on the horizon, the excitement continues to mount for what promises to be one of the most talked about performances of the year from a true icon embracing a classic role with unmatched passion and skill. This unrecognizable version of Johnny Depp as Ebenezer Scrooge has already shocked the industry, and soon it will enchant audiences everywhere, celebrating the enduring magic of redemption and Christmas spirit in a way only he could achieve. As the final ghostly visit fades and Christmas morning dawns on screen, Johnny Depp as Ebenezer Scrooge awakens, transformed, his face still bearing the marks of age and hardship, yet now lit with genuine joy and wonder that feels earned after every painful revelation. He throws open his window, laughing with delight at the bustling street below, his voice cracking with newfound warmth as he calls out Merry Christmas to strangers and rushes to make amends with the Cratchit family and beyond. This climactic shift from miser to benefactor lands with powerful emotional weight thanks to the actor's layered performance that never rushes the redemption but lets it unfold naturally through subtle glances, softened posture, and a voice that gradually warms. At 62, Johnny Depp delivers what many are already calling one of his most memorable and heartfelt roles, capturing the full arc of a man reborn through compassion and second chances. The film reps with festive celebrations and a sense of hope that lingers long after the credits rolling, leaving audiences inspired to carry that spirit into their own lives. Through meticulous prosthetics, unwavering dedication, and profound understanding of the source material, Johnny Depp has created a Scrooge for the modern age, one that shocks with its unrecognizable look yet touches hearts with its timeless message. This 2026 adaptation stands poised to become a holiday favorite, reminding everyone that no matter how hardened the heart, change is always possible when kindness leads the way. Johnny Depp once again proves why he remains an enduring icon, pouring his soul into a classic tale and giving it vibrant new life for generations to come. What are you waiting for? This November 13, 2026, make sure you experience Johnny Depp's incredible transformation as Ebenezer Scrooge in Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol on the big screen. Grab your tickets early, share this with fellow fans, and get ready for a film that celebrates redemption, hope, and the magic of Christmas like never before. Johnny Depp has given everything to this role, and it shows in every frame. Support this passion project by heading to theaters and let his unforgettable performance move you this holiday season. Turn on notifications for trailers and behind-the-scenes updates, because this is one you do not want to miss. Johnny Depp as Scrooge is cinema at its finest, and it all begins with you being there on opening day.